Hey, what's up guys? We're back again with a new top tier elite barbarians deck that just mixed with mortar to exude enormous pressure on every opponent. If your opponent's got earthquake or good answers for your elixir collector, you can't get enough elixir to ever break through. That all changes with the addition of the mortar. Now opponents are forced to earthquake on top of the mortar evolution, or they're going to lose their entire tower. Meaning you can safely elixir collector up since they have no big spell and enjoy an immense elixir advantage. Which means your Ebarbs bandit bridge spam can finally steamroll the hog-redder earthquake players. And if opponents are unlucky enough to not have earthquake or good answers to the mortar and elixir collector, they'll get instantly blasted on to the next game. And that's if they don't break their phone. I mean, how are they expecting to defend elite barbarians, royal ghosts, and bandit that are all raged up and healed up by the heal spirit, while 3 musketeers apply dual lane pressure and the mortar is spawning goblins directly on their tower? It's practically impossible when they're down elixir because of the elixir collector. It's time to split our opponents in two with spam on both sides, make sure that there's nothing they can do, and assert dominance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. Lots of love to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to make all the high effort videos possible. All right, we got a game here. This guy's a part of the Kappa clan, and I've never seen that before, but I'm ready to roll. So we're gonna go for a heal spirit, maybe go in for a mortar to get that evolution rolling. And generally, whenever we see royal ghost into royal hogs, it's generally not gonna be a good position for us. But if we get him to waste his earthquake and also not hit the tower, I can go for a free elixir collector, and that's the big benefit of this deck. When you bait out the earthquake with the mortar, then your elixir collector gives you huge positive elixir trades. So then you can steamroll your opponent with your elixir trade by just throwing 3 musketeers, Ebarbs, bandit, royal ghost raged up at them. So that's how we're gonna play this match, and hopefully it works out in our favor. I get 3 muskies in the back, and we'll see how this goes, but I typically like to support the 1 musketeer because that 1 musketeer will easily get destroyed by like an ice spirit, a log, or sometimes ignored for an entire 1,000 damage. They'll never ignore the 2 muskies, so if I can play this well, what I'll do is I'll support the 1 musketeer, and I'll continuously apply pressure with both musketeers on the right, because if he logs on the left, then we can go for a heal spirit, we can go for a rage if he drops any bait cards like skeletons or bats, but look at the damage I got. I think we definitely are in a pretty advantageous position. Obviously, I have to be worried about the queen, so I can't mess up and go and cycle my ghost too soon. I would love to go in for the ghost on top of the piggies and then finish off the queen. Oh, queen literally at 1 health. I wonder if it would have been worth it for us to go in for a heal spirit too and make the prediction on the 1 health, but I don't know. It's hard to make predictions on your opponent's reaction time. I never really know if my opponent's gonna be fast enough or not. And his reactions trolled me there. Okay, so we can 3 musketeers because, again, we don't want to go elixir collector if his earthquake isn't out of cycle. We want to go for the evolved mortar or the mortar. And, oh, wait. You know what? I could go for the elixir collector to bait out the earthquake so then my evolved mortar could wreak him. Wreck him. Wreak havoc is what I was going to say, and I said wreak him. I don't know. That's a new wrecked word, guys. We are coming up with our own gamer vocabulary. All right, we can go in for maybe a rage here. I think the Archer Queen dies the muskies. That's huge. Yeah, let's go for the elixir collector, force out his earthquake, and then bombard him with our mortar evolution. Yep, it's all coming according to plan. Wait, it's even better. He's giving us counter push with Ebarbs too. No way. This man doesn't know how sinister this deck is. He isn't ready. His body isn't simply prepared for this. There's no shot he's able to defend this. The amount of aggression that we are about to pile on is going to be ridiculous. We're already back to another set of Ebarbs. No way! We had 2 elite barbarians bodyguards for that 1 mortar evolution, and that mortar is popping off. I'm a sinister sir. I'm gonna go and rage at my mortar so I can get another hit. And this guy's gonna throw a fit. There's nothing he can do. He's gonna try to pre-log on top of some like heal spirit or something. I don't know what that was gonna do, but definitely not coming through with the amount of value that he needed. And with 10 seconds left, we're back to another 3 Ebarb cycle. It's not 3 musketeers deck anymore, guys. It's 3 Ebarb spam. And this guy, he's not happy if you look at the emotes. But we'll be bouncing on the next one, and we will happily collect all of his medals. And we're blasting through the ranks at 6,400 in the world. Ayo, this guy finished 372 in the world. So we're playing against a top ladder, mobile gaming athlete. That's what I like to say whenever we're playing against like top ladder players. It's a meme thing, but I don't know. I've always been interested. What do people say when they're like a mobile gaming athlete, right? That they're like exercising their fingers? I don't know. The finger strength, the dexterity that people have is unrivaled. Esports. It's in the game. It's something that I've never really understood that much, like calling it a sport, but it is kind of fun. I don't know. What would you guys classify it as? Would you say esports? Would you say something else? What would you do? Anyway, I would just kind of say professional video games. So we're going to go in for an elixir collector in the back, and I can get the heal spirit to go and tank. We know for a fact that this guy is packing Expo. every Expo player deserves doom and gloom when they're playing against us. Because they make the games go long, and we want to make sure it's a sad song for them instead of something that, you know, we're sitting there and we're like wondering, what do we do? Yeah, this is awesome. If we can get a Tesla, he just doesn't have anything for it, right? Like, what are you going to do with the Tesla? What is it supposed to do, bro? Oh, if we rage that, then we're able to one-shot, and then it locks him to the tower, right? Oh, he logs it. So, yeah, we got it to one-shot. The mortar plus rage, or the mortar plus log, is able to finish off the archers in one mortar shot. And especially when it's raged up, it attacks a little bit faster. We're going to go and have our precedence in cycling our ghost compared to going in for our bandit, because our bandit would just die to the Tesla, whereas he has to distract the ghost. So, what do we do? Want to go for maybe a mortar here? We can expect him to go Tesla. Ooh. I guess we're going to go elite barbarians, and then we can go in for a heal spirit depending on what happens. We can also rage. Okay, yeah, definitely go for heal spirit after he decides to do that, because now the heal spirit is going to be fully clean. It's not going to get cleared by a log, and now our Sir is going to be pretty salty. I wonder if the Ebarb gives us 2 or 3 hits. Okay, not as much as we were hoping for. All right, let's do this, and then try to make a prediction on the Tesla with the bandit. Okay, doesn't do it. Yo, the mortar's on the tower. Let's go. Let's go, baby. You already know this is disgusting. We're able to go and range up the goblins, and he is so supremely salty. That's what we like to see, making Expo players mad. Deserved. This was what you get for running the deck. And honestly, I think that Expo is still one of the higher skill decks in Clash Royale. I'm going to be real with y'all. I just love beating it because it makes every game go forever while they're just fighting on their side of the map. And now we get to make him rage quit. And he's also a top ladder player, as you guys saw at the start with his achievement. We topped the top ladder, and now he's toppled. Sir, this deck is actually way better than I thought. And it feels so fitting to crush Expo with a new meta siege deck. Mortar with 3 Musketeers is simply superior. And we've popped up to 5,200 in the world. This guy's got a witch in his banner. I've never seen someone actually like witch enough to put it in their banner. It's one of the most underplayed and underappreciated cards in Clash Royale until it finally gets an evolution. And then I guarantee it's going to be beyond broken. As every evolution is. So we're going to go for 3 Musketeers in the back when we see a Goblin Cage, just because I want him to fireball or poison them, because if we can get that from our opponent, and he does fireball it actually, we are then able to safely and securely go in for our elixir collector with no big spell. I'm praying that he doesn't have a big spell, because if he does somehow, then I'm going to feel like a gigantic fool. I'm going to heal spirit because for 1 elixir, being able to keep our Musketeer alive a little bit longer so that I don't have to respond to those annoying zappies, that is well worth it for me. Oh. Okay, cool. I guess I'm an elixir collector in the back right because the zappy on the left will do more damage. I had the forethought to think of that. Wow, words are tough. I said forethought and I did not say it correctly, but maybe we can defend correctly right now. So looks like we're going to be able to shut down all the piggies and turn them into bacon. We might be able to shake and bake with a mortar on the right-hand side to apply aggression at the same time, but he's probably going to have the evolved barbarians version of this deck, so we're just going to go mortar same side right now. See if he fireballs or anything like that. If not, it's all good. We can also go in for 3 Musketeers and split 1 Musketeer on the side that he's likely going to be going towards. And then we can go Heal Spirit on top of the Fly Machine so it doesn't end up hitting anything of value. And then the Musketeer will tank, and then we're going to be A-okay. So, does the Musketeer die? No, it doesn't.
This is fine.
The Musketeer will probably want to bait out the Barb Barrel. And, oh, he went Barbs on the right-hand side. Yeah, that was really smart. I guess he doesn't have Barb Barrel in this deck. He's going to have arrows instead. I just remembered that. So that Musketeer was increasingly more problematic for him then. All right, we can Ebarbs. We can also go in for a mortar, but we don't have elixir for both. So he's probably going to eat the most of the Royal... Yeah, I think he's going to eat most of the Royal Ghost and not care that much because my tower is so low. He doesn't care at all. Can we make a comeback? Is it possible? A lot of things that I'm questioning right now. My elixir collector, with a minute left, I will get the full elixir advantage from it. You never want to go for an elixir collector if you can't get the elixir advantage. I'm barely going to get it. Barely. So I need to make one big push and double elixir, and I think we can make it happen now. With 3 Musketeers, he's likely going to fireball it. So I'd rather go for a mortar and get to the evolution with my big push. That was a really, really bad Fly Machine because it wasn't going to break through. I'm surprised that he did that. With 3 Musketeers again, as I said before, we want to make sure that we drop the 1 towards the left-hand side. So if he fireballs, he's not going to hit the tower that he wants. Huh. Surprising to see this. I guess I'm going to go in for Elite Barbarians at the river. We get the Heal Spirit and a Royal Ghost. All right, we have to go. Oh, this was a bad situation. It was a little bit sketchy. But the 3 Musketeers on the right are actually going to do so much damage. The Ebarbs ranged up. Is it going to take the tower for 1 more hit? No, it doesn't. That wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. But we're taking the tower on the left with the Evolved Mortar. This is insane. We have so much pressure. My man can't handle it. He's actually dead on both sides. I thought I was going to struggle to take 1, but we monopolized the fun and took all of his towers besides the 3 crown. Wow. Mortar evolution in this deck, when you're able to apply aggression with Birch Bam, is absolutely disgusting. It turned a situation where I was scared of losing into a situation where I had complete control of the match, taking 2 towers in 2 seconds. And 3 Musketeers have shot us up a monstrous amount of ranks to 3,900 in the world. Yo, this guy's gonna have Ram Rider and Archers in the banner. Let's see what's up. You guys already know the deal. We want to go in for a Mortar as fast as we possibly can and hope that he's gonna Earthquake that if he's got it in his deck, or maybe drop a Fireball or Poison or any big spell. Wait, is he seriously letting the Mortar lock onto the tower? Yo, we got a Lightning, which is also a huge positive elixir trade, +2 for us. And it's a card that he would want to use to crush the Elixir Collector. This is the biggest benefit that we could ever ask for in Clash Royale. The Mortar gets a shot, we're up 500 damage, and we're up Elixir. And we have an Elixir Collector on the field, and he has no counter to that.
I can't believe today was a good day.
Is he going to give up? He might have just left the game. I'm wondering right now. Honestly, like, from his perspective, it might make sense to leave, but he's gonna try. Oh, no way. Wait, watch this, guys. I'm gonna go Elite Barbarians on the other side with a Bandit, and I don't think he can defend this. It should be practically impossible, and then we can just get a Mortar down and then pull the Electro Giant and then still apply aggression on the other side. So this Electro Giant is still gonna get pulled by the Mortar. It's so memey. And then the Mortar locks onto the tower in the right. And the Electro Giant does all of its damage from reflections, right?
Fight me, coward!
So since my Mortar isn't targeting the Electro Giant can't do anything. Can't even kill it. It's so wimpy then. So if you guys hate E-Giant, I'm pretty sure that our deck right now with Elite Barbarians, 3 Musketeers, and Mortar is the hardest counter in the entire game to his deck. He's going to go for a log. I bet you he goes Goblins, and then we're going to just rage to attack a little bit faster with our Ghost and make him rage even more. If that Ghost finishes off the tower, it'd be funny. But I'm having so much fun in this game. I'm going to go for an Elixir Collector in the middle. I should be dropping it in the back so he doesn't get too much lightning value on our Mortar and our Elixir Collector at the same time. But in reality, I'm pretty confident I'm just going to drop my 3 Musketeers in the back. So I will show you one last thing.
A few dominance is asserted later.
Whenever you're playing 3 Musketeers, you drop them here, directly behind your tower against the person that's running Electro Giant. And if you drop it directly behind the tower, then they can't tornado the 3 Musketeers into the Electro Giant, so the Electro Giant could finish off the 3 Musketeers with the shocking splash damage. So that's something that's really cool. Drop your 3 Musketeers behind your tower, and then you nullify your opponent's tornado, and they have no recourse but to give up. This guy's mental is drained, his elixir is depleted, and we took all of his towers too. And we've been moving up with our 3 Musketeers to 3,100 in the world. Yo, let's go. This guy's got the Elite Barbarians banner, and I've got them in my deck, so you know, he's gonna get exactly what he asked for. Also, the Pancake banner and the Pancake type of, I guess, tower is just absolutely delicious. It's just something that I need right now. I need to eat that alive, bruh. All right, he's gonna go for a Royal Giant in the front. First play. Generally, they're going to get the evolution quite quick if they do that. He's going to pull one of the Elite Barbarians instead of pulling anything else. Like, you probably want to go and pull the Ghost, right? Ebarbs do so much damage. You don't want them in the face of the Fisherman. Okay, Lumberjack, 100% has to be the RG evolution. There's no doubt in my mind that we're playing against RG evolution. So I'm going to go in for an Elixir Collector in the back. And if we play against RG, what I want to do is I want to defend with our Elite Barbarians or our Mortar, and then make sure that I can stack up as many Elixir Collectors as I can and do a dual lane pressure. If you go in one side in this type of matchup, you are definitely not going to beat your opponent. Also, whenever they fireball, let's think about dropping our 3 Musketeers, support the 1 Musketeer, and apply a ton of pressure. So the 2 on the left are probably going to get logged, maybe going for Royal Ghost from our opponent. I don't know. He's going to have a variety of different ways of countering it. What do we do? I could Mortar here on the right. Get back to the evolution, and we also keep our distance here. Keep our distance from the Phoenix. All right, I'm going to go for Heal Spirit. Oh, wait, the Bandit's going to lock into the tower. He doesn't have anything. He just uses Goblins. Let's go. I knew it. Definitely didn't have enough Elixir. That was, if he was somehow able to fabricate enough Elixir to be able to make something happen there, oh, that would have been insane. Okay, so does the Royal Ghost come down and left for us? No, I don't think so. I don't really want to. I'm thinking, like, if I decide to do that, it'd be rather foolish with our opponent, you know, doing more damage to the right-hand side. Why do I want to protect the left-hand tower when it doesn't matter as much, when that's not even the tower he's going to be working on yet? Unless he fireballs there, which doesn't seem like that's going to be the case either. He's going to Phoenix, he's going to try to all-in me, there's no doubt. So, strategy, instead of dropping our Musketeers in the back here, we're going to drop him slightly in front, so then he can't fireball on the Musketeers and also Elixir Collector. Decides to go and pile on the pressure. We can go in for Elite Barbarians, and I think that's going to be a better bet. And then I can get a Bandit down here as well, just in front of one of the Musketeers, hopefully. Please, 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 please. Just go in front. You have one job. Okay, well, I don't think it was going to work, but it freaked out my opponent to the point that he dropped his goblins early. So that was kind of cool. It was nice that it scared our opponent, and that's all that matters. All right, so we're going to get him to Royal Giant again. I think that we can go in for another elixir collector and then follow through with elite barbarians if we need to. Generally, like, just forcing out extra elixir from the opponent is the best strat for us. I want to go in for Musketeers and then split 2 of them on the other side, so then, you know, he's not going to be able to get the fireball value he's looking for. He's going to go in for probably a Royal Giant with that. I mean, whenever you have Lumberjack, you want to use your Royal Giant with it, because if you think about it from a standpoint of, oh, when the Royal Giant attacks, and it's going to attack more because of the rage, then it stomps and knocks things back. So I want to make sure he can't get that value. All right, we're going to go in Rage. Please give me the Ebarbs damage. Mortar lock onto the tower. Royal Ghost put in work. Come on, Mortar. Give me the damage. The bandit's going to dash. Oh, that's huge. Let's go. That's so fun to have that happen. Oh, geez. All right. We need to go in for a mortar here so it can blast the goblins. I'm also going to go in for a ghost so then some of the goblins that are moving towards my tower aren't going to be a huge problem. Man, this is looking like an L. I mean, this evolution is going to do so much damage to my tower. I think at least 3 shots, right? Fortunately, it's not raged up. If it's raged up, your elite barbarians can't even hit the Royal Giant. So you need to make sure that the Lumberjack is far away from the RG when it's evolved. Otherwise, you just automatically lose from my experience. All right, we're going to try to go in for our mortar here. High chance he fireballs, but he's fireballing the other side. That's good for us. We're working on the left-hand side anyway. We can still make this happen. We can still cook is what I'm trying to say, bruh. All right, we're going to do this. We're going to go in for our Ebarbs. He's probably going to go Barbarial, so we'll heal Spirit after he decides to do that, just to keep our Musketeer alive a little bit longer. Then we're going to continuously spam. Wham, bam, I bridge spam. Wham, bam, I bridge spam. Please just give me the win, bruh. I need it for my sanity. We're eating the entire Royal Giant. We are piling on the pressure. He's getting back the evolution, but it doesn't even matter. The Ebarbs come out swinging, and we knock his tower down. Even against fast cycle evolution decks like Royal Giant Fireball, this deck still dominates. The war cry of wham bam I bridge spam never disappoints.
And our imaginings horrify us.
Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an incredible rest of your day.